Horror Flicks and Music Mix. We are your host. That is not synced up,
Oh,
and it actually is.
there we go.
I'm Dustin.
I'm Kendra. Right?
And I'm Kevin. On this podcast, we discuss horror films, the scores, and the people behind the movies.
It's your first time. Thank you. Your podcast to fully analyze it for films as well as our unfiltered opinions of films. But we're working on a franchise right now, and we are on the fourth installment, Scream 4.
2011, Wes
2011.
Craven. Yeah. So, Dustin, you saw this in theaters.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah.
I'm sure you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I was, anticipating them and watching for their release date. So there's really no, like, my mom took me. No, we just went, or probably just me. Yeah. Isn't this Wes's final film as well?
I think so. I'm pretty
Like-
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, he did this and he died within the next, year. Yeah.
Yeah. Incredibly sad.
Yeah.
Lost it. Yeah, because he
That's
died about
visionary, really.
4 years later.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2015 he died.
Mhm.
2011. So let's see here.
Gosh, so that's sad.
What happened?
And very unexpected,
was.
if I remember right. He hadn't shared his his health issues publicly, which I respect immensely. And it just
Yeah.
kind of felt like it came out of nowhere.
I think it really did. It was kind of the same with like Toby Hooper as well. Just
Yeah.
boom, out of nowhere. But I mean, so both of you saw it in theaters. I actually only saw it a few years ago. It's just one of those I just never saw. I watched the first three so many times, then four came out, and by that time I just completely forgot it came out. So I've only seen it maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, and I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it watching this time too.
Looking here, so we just covered The Last House on the Left, which was his first movie. We just covered that Blind Depth soundtrack, which was amazing. And here we are covering his last movie as the next time. That's just
What a way to close out Wes.
Yeah.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Excited. I really did. I think he did a great job with this movie. Even he changed, he visually changed a few things, and I was still really pretty happy about it.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, with this one, let's get the spoiler-free short summary. 15 years after the original Woodsboro murder, Sydney Prescott returns home to run her new book about surviving trauma, only for a new ghost-faced killer to emerge, targeting a whole new group of teens. I think that sums it up nicely. Yep.
Trigger warnings. I started typing some, but
I think this is one of the bloodiest ones
oh yeah,
I've seen. I was like, dang, there's some kills in here. I was like, almost forgot about them.
Yeah, there was some fun ones in here. I watched this a couple days ago, and then I watched it again today, so that I had fresh notes.
Fresh,
And yeah, some of the kills in this movie are really pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Olivia's, even the stab to the head, the deputy.
Oh yeah, the Anthony Anderson just. Woo.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny, but at the same time, just
dang.
Ow. Ow.
Fuck Bruce Willis.
Fuck Bruce Willis. It's not really though. Poor Bruce.
Yeah.
We respect Bruce.
Yes. Yeah, we respect Bruce Willis.
We respect John McClane.
That's a good one. Tangent side note, not really. It's Bruce Willis. I have one of his records.
You have it?
Yeah.
I've seen that record so many times.
Return of Bruno or something.
Whoa.
We could do that.
That's cool.
All right. Let's get into this.
Yeah.
We start out with a phone call. We have two ladies who are going to watch the movie. One of them is thinking Saw 4, and the other one's like, and then the other one is texting a stalker, quote unquote. Yeah. So back and forth. First lady picks up the phone's ringing. Pick up the phone. It's Ghostface. They hang up on him. then Ghostface ends up calling back a couple of times. They let it ring, and then one of them gets the text from the stalker that they've been texting, saying answer the phone. Then somebody rings the doorbell. They end up opening the door. Nobody's there. Then blam, from inside the house and outside, two Ghostface pop up and kill both of them. Stab 6.
Stab 6.
And you're like, oh. So, yeah. Now, we get 2 other ladies. They're watching Stab 6. And those 2 people happen to be Anna Paquin and Kristen Bell, which is like,
Yeah.
I loved it because she
Yeah.
just was coming off of True Blood, or was like maybe on hiatus from True Blood.
2011. Yeah, when was it? I don't know.
But yeah, she was
Around that time.
she was big, and I just was like,
Mhm.
what?
Yeah.
It was exciting. I love her.
I gotta remember that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Anna Paquin and Kristen Bell. They're talking about sequels and how they're starting to get bad. And I'm like,
Yeah, this movie, in light of the most recent Scream release, is really interesting.
yes.
It's almost like Wes knew what was going to happen in the
Yeah,
future.
exactly. Or even like Kevin knew, but he didn't realize it would be at his own doing. Anyway,
Yes. When a writer becomes a director, not always the
going
best choice.
going back. So this one, last few times I've watched it, I've liked it less and less. But after watching it after 7, I'm like, you know what? This is like, I still like 5, but 6.
I like
where
5.
6 and 7 are just not it.
so I will say I've liked this one since I saw it, but these most recent viewing, I've had a few more issues with it, and they're character driven issues more so than anything,
Yeah.
which we can go into a little later.
So Anna Paquin, Kristen Bell are talking about sequels. They're starting to get bad. Funny. And then Kristen ends up stabbing Anna, kill number 3. She says, now shut the fuck up and watch the movie Stab 7. And then, okay, 2 more.
I love that.
Inception open.
Inception, yeah. 2 more ladies. They're like, one of them's like, oh my God, I love it. It's like the Twilight Zone,
Love
a
it.
movie within a movie. And the other one's like, well, you know, is the beginning of Stab 7 Stab 6? And if so, is beginning of Stab 6 5? And, you know, where's it fall off?
Right.
They talk about the original trilogy was based on the true stories of Sydney, and the rest of them aren't. And one of them even has time travel. Which, you know what? Let's just fucking do it.
We also find out that Sydney had demanded they stop using her story past
Right.
3, which is interesting. And if you're like kind of blink, you miss it. So Sydney
Yeah,
was like, fuck you, stop it,
Yeah.
which is, I find wonderful.
And wanted to
Which
move
I-
on
I
from
kinda
that. So.
agree. Like, you know what? After 3, just kind
I feel like that line was put in just for you, Justin, just after 3. 3's perfect.
Mhm.
Yep. Time travel. Then we get another phone call. Marnie goes to answer it. It's Ghostface, but actually it's her friend pretending to be Ghostface because, of course, there's an app, a Ghostface voice app. Marnie ends up getting killed. Kill number 4. Ghostface then calls her friend Jenny and tosses Marnie through the window like it's probably the 13th movie. We get a good chase scene, and then she goes to the front door, but it's locked, and she runs upstairs, not fast enough though, as Ghostface catches up to her and kills her in the garage. Kill number 5 already, and then boom, Scream 4. What do we think about this?
That is such. It's a very cool. That's the first thing I noticed when I watched it a few years ago. It's like I love that opening because, you know, it's a spoof upon a spoof upon a spoof. Like Wes Craven knew what he was doing because by this point, he knew that Scream had started this whole wave of pseudo slashers in the, you know, late 90s, early 2000s, and then by 2011, like it had just been the realm of remakes. So he was making fun of that in a way where it's like, yeah, this will be looking like a requel or a remake, but everything's going to be different, and I'm going to keep snubbing my nose at that stuff throughout, which I think is great.
I agree with, actually, I'm really glad you said that, because as I was watching it today, although I find like I really enjoy being able to see footage from other stab movies and how the like franchise within the franchise has evolved. I find that really interesting. I feel like it was a little long and like drawn out. Like maybe I only needed one Inception before I
Yeah.
got to the actual to Marnie and what's her name?
Jenny.
Yep, Jenny.
Jenny.
To their like kill. Yeah. Jenny. But I didn't hate it. But I will say of the 4 films we've now talked about, including this one, I would say it's the weakest cold open of the first 4.
Oh no, it doesn't hold a candle to 2.
Right.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But I like, this is definitely one of the more unique openings. I like it
Yes.
more than 3. I'll say that. I think the third one is just, I mean, it's good, but
Third one's
kind of like
it's
this.
killing cotton though.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, I mean you're
Not just 2 random teenagers.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Cotton's a really big kickoff for a series of murders.
Yeah,
I guess
I
that's the point.
agree. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
That's my take on the cold open.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree. Okay. We'll get some pop song like Kesha. I don't think it's Kesha though.
I don't think they could
like
afford Kesha.
Going back to Woodsboro. Sydney's in town for a book tour with her assistant Allison Bree,
Yay.
Rebecca. Then it cuts to our hero Dewey waking up next to Gail. They're all married. He's the sheriff in town now, and he almost gets run over by Kirby, who's on her way to pick up her friends Jill and Olivia. We find out Jill is Sydney's cousin. Olivia is just a friend. Olivia and Kirby tell Jill that they both get phone calls. They got phone calls from Trevor the night before, who is Jill's ex. Then Jill gets a call from Jenny's number, and it's Ghostface. So it's like, we see somebody put Ghostface costumes up on every street light. The police are taking them down. Then we meet Deputy Judy Hicks and Sheriff Dewey. He gets a call on the radio to get over to the Randall house where the murders happened.
Yeah, just right into it. It's like, oof, back at it again.
Yep. So Gail is trying to write a new book. She has no idea what to write. And then it cuts to the high school hall pass with Robbie and Charlie. Find out Charlie likes Kirby. It's pretty obvious. Trevor then shows up at Jill's locker trying to apologize. Sounds like he cheated. Gail goes down to the bookstore to see Sydney and her new book. She's clearly jealous. What do you think about this? What do you think about
Gail being jealous of Sydney?
Yeah.
I think it's less about like Sydney herself, and like Gail for 10 years has now been in Woodsboro, and I think she's like stifled. And this is actually, these Gail and Dewey are part of my issue this rewatch. I think Dewey is really dismissive of Gail because he's the sheriff and he has to do this, like these certain things and live up to this certain role. And she just has to put her ambitions on hold. And I think that it's been that way for 10 years. And so I don't know that it's like Gail's jealous of Sydney specifically. I think Gail is just jealous that she's not living a life that she wants.
I think she's, certainly pining for what used to be with her slew of books on the murders. And when she sees Sydney on TV giving an interview, she
Not to
feels
her.
that she should have been in that she should be continuing that role still because she is the quote unquote authority. She wrote the book on it, as she says a few times. So even though both are main characters throughout the series, but she tries to make it like, Sydney might have lived the experience, but I was the one who put it into a form where people could see the films
I told the story to the world because Sydney never would have. I don't think. I mean, obviously she wouldn't. I would say based on her reaction to Gail reporting on her mother's murder, excuse me, she never would have. So I think Gail, yeah, that's where her sense of importance, I think, not, and I say that, and I don't mean it in like a stuck up way, but like what makes her feel important to her, or like to her gift, or I don't know, what she gives to the world is that story.
Yeah.
And she's never found another one either. Like she's kind of been, I think she feels stuck in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And also, Dewey's kind of a dick in this movie. He's so dismissive. He's a terrible cop. He's not the guy we love. Right.
He's a little more hardened. He's a little more,
Yeah.
and I think that's a purposeful thing.
Yeah.
But
I think he still very much like loves like Sydney and Gail the way he always has, but he also, with being a sheriff, it's a different set of responsibilities and like stressors and pressure and his trauma. I'm not saying he doesn't have his like reasons. I just think that I didn't really see how dismissive of Gail he was until this watch.
Yeah.
Where like even at the press conference, he shushed her basically. He was like, no, hold on. And I was like, that's not Dewey. But I get it. I think you're right, Kevin. I think it was purposeful.
Because that will, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Here, and like how you just said, like hardened and just going this completely different path than what we like about Dewey, and it's kind of interesting to see him in 5.
Right.
Yes. I'm actually really looking forward to rewatching 5. It's been a couple years. Yeah.
Same here.
I like 6 until the end.
Fair.
Yeah.
And then that's where it ended and then 7 until the end. The most part.
Kevin, have you seen 7 yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I will make sure to make my way over and suffer.
I just don't want to be that person that spoils it for it. Like you could have a completely different opinion than we do. And I don't want to I don't want to jade your experience, I guess.
My dad, he has the same opinion.
Yeah. I'll be open, obviously,
okay,
but
cool.
He's like, the problem is because we've been fans of this since the beginning. I was like,
You're probably right. We're those people that are now like a little bitchy about change.
So Sheriff Dewey shows up and apologizes to Sid because shit just went down. They're looking for a phone. They show up to her book thing. They were like, all right, we got to shut this down. Sorry. Shit's going down. They're looking for a phone. It was traced to this area. They call it, and it's in Sydney's trunk. And she's like, yo, that's my rental. And then she asks if it's a prank. Clearly not.
Not very funny.
And ripped out pages of the book with a knife and a phone in the trunk. So it's now an official premise. At school, back to school, everyone's phones are going off. Jenny and Marty are killed. They all learn that. Then Gail and Judy are also button heads.
Yeah.
Gail wants to be a part of everything, but Dewey's like, hey, I'm the sheriff now. And like you said, she goes, are you familiar with the phrase, I wrote the book on this? It's literally happening right now.
Yeah.
You can't let her help him. So she's going to go rogue. And then she tells Judy that her lemon squares taste like ass.
This is one of my favorite Gail lines in all of the movies where she's like, your lemon bars taste like ass.
And Dewey's
then
like,
immediately, Dewey's like, no, they don't. And I'm like, Dewey, stop.
You can't screw up lemon bars unless they're too tart, but anyway, we can.
I screwed up lemon bars one time, but it was because I added too much magic butter. And so the proportions when I cut them were the problem.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Jill and her friends are at the police station. Sid goes in to talk to them. Kirby did not get a phone call. She's all like, so does that mean I'm next? And she's all nervous now. Then it cuts to Rebecca, Allison Breed. She goes to talk to Gail and geeks out. Gail and Dewey have been married for 10 years now. And then we learn that, and then Gail threatens Rebecca and tells her to fuck off.
I love that exchange when Rebecca's like, so I didn't think you guys, not in real life. It's because this movie is post-divorce for Courtney and David.
And
I'm just like, oh, Wes and Kevin couldn't even just not poke fun at that.
Right.
But I think they were friends. Like, I think they had a pretty amicable divorce.
It was amicable, and that's why in 5 you can tell that there's still
They're just having fun.
fun, and there's a sense of kindness there, and they still get along to
Yeah.
this day. So
Yeah, I love that. Love a
Mhm.
good divorce. If it has to happen, it might as well be good. Yeah.
yeah.
Dewey and Sid catch up for a minute. They got police watching her 24 hours. She's staying over with her cousin and aunt. Cousin's friends are also staying there, and one of them also, Olivia, lives next door. Trevor ends up sneaking in Jill's room through the window and scaring her, and she's just like, yo, fuck off. And Sid walks in, and Trevor leaves again through the window. And the whole time they're like kind of trying to make it seem like Trevor's the bad guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
I mean,
right.
the way
He's
he
that-
acts, and they're trying to paint him into like, hey, he's kind of Loomis-ish.
He's Willis. And that's the whole. I
Like
think,
that's what they do it every time. They're like, suspect the boyfriend, and I'm like, it's never gonna be the boyfriend again.
It hasn't
that's-
been, except for the first time.
Yeah.
well, 5.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But 5, yeah. Well, we can talk about 5 when I get to 5.
5 was done well, but anyway.
Oh yeah, I just mean like I don't want to get on my ADHD like tangent brain and then start talking about 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could put a plug in that for now.
Yeah.
Plug in 5. Yep. Trevor, good old Trevor, leaves through the window. Meanwhile, Judy is creeping.
Yeah.
The
What
daughter.
the? She's another red herring.
And and asks Sid if she remembers her from high school. Obviously,
Sid's like, no, I remember one thing from high school.
She's like, we're in a play. I was Munchkin #1 or something. Like,
She's like, I was a lost boy. It was Peter Pan. She
Oh,
a
that was
lost
it, yep.
boy, and Sid was Tiger Lily. Yeah.
2 cops are posted outside, Deputy Perkins and Haas, who are played by Anthony Anderson and Adam Brody. I like those 2 guys.
Yeah, they're pretty funny.
Kirby and Jill are watching Shaun of the Dead. Kirby gets a phone call from Olivia, who lives next door. Olivia is going to be home alone, but doesn't want to come over because the angel of death, quote unquote, as she calls Sid, is over there. Jill
Mhm.
calls Olivia, Trevor calls Jill. It's Ghostface, though. And Ghostface is like, how's the movie? Kirby goes, what? The Shaun of the Dead. She's like, what the fuck? He says he's in the closet. Not their closet, but he's actually next door in Olivia's closet. And fucking, this is one of the, I feel like it's the most brutal kill.
Oh, it's,
In the movie, yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Guts.
like I said, guts are, yeah.
Yeah, when Sid walks in, her guts are just all over the bed, just everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think it's practical, right? Like a
Yep,
practical
all
effect? Yeah.
practical.
Oh, so good.
Maybe there's like one scene with a little bit of CGI, but the majority of this is all practical effects.
Yeah. Cool.
As that should be every time.
Yeah, I agree. Every time. Give me a bad practical effect over CGI almost every
Yep.
time.
Yep.
I'll take it.
Sid goes over to check it out, and it's a bloodbath. Guts are hanging out of Olivia's body. Phone rings. Welcome home, Sydney. Jill runs over. Ghostface attacks and cuts Jill. Sydney knocks him out, but then of course she like turns around and turns back around. Ghostface is gone. 2 deputies show up. Trevor shows up as well. And then Kirby shows up. Sid tells the 2 deputies to go upstairs. And then it flashes forward a little bit. Sid walks outside. There's a few people who are like, what the fuck? I thought this was over. Yelling and protesting.
Poor Sydney.
Poor Sydney.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
She
damn,
gets
again.
blamed for her mother's actions. She gets blamed for her friend's murders because of her boyfriend. And then she gets this angel of death moniker. And
Right.
like, come on, I feel so bad for her.
Mm-hmm.
Dewey then shows up, and the 2 deputies explain that the killer literally disappeared. Then we get Robbie and Charlie, and they show up as well. Gail shows up. Everybody's showing up. Gail shows
Everybody.
up, talk to
Gang's
them.
all here.
They bring up their cinema club, which is funny to me.
Mhm.
Gail is like, hey, let's work together and I'll give you a celebrity visit to your cinema club, which I would like a celebrity visit to my film club.
Ooh.
That'd be fun. Be any celebrity. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
What about Sydney? She's like, what about Sydney?
You could
I
tell
think
she's like,
at that moment, Gail was like, "Fuck, okay, now I'm a little jealous."
Sydney gets checked out at the hospital. She's all good. And Rebecca shows up and she's like, yo, we want 3 more books and here's all this shit I booked. And then Sydney's like, you're fired. Fires her.
ooh,
And Rebecca goes out to her car in the parking garage and gets murdered. This whole
The sequence I really
it
like.
goes-
Parking garages
I love that.
freak me out.
Anytime like these empty parking garage scenes in a slasher, they always, yeah, it's just like, man, why do people ever go down in those parking garages at
It's
night? Like I would just,
effective. Yeah.
oh, but yeah, it's very well done. And Alison Brie is excellent as always. So she just, because she like isn't trying to do like the stupid stuff like, oh, I can't, I'm gonna stay in the car. She like checks everything. She checks under the car. She looks like she has a plan. She just gets unlucky.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. Actually, I never thought about that. That's a good point. She does do everything right. You know, she has like
Mhm.
has her keys out early. She doesn't have to dig or no, she gets her keys out early enough, I guess. Wow, good point, Kevin. I didn't think about that. I just really like that sequence. It really freaks me out because I don't love parking garages. Like I would rather park on the street because at least I can get away on the street. Like, I don't know. And I can't be thrown over a wall. I don't know. I don't like parking
Yep,
garages.
yep.
meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
Sheriff Dewey is having a press conference. Everything is under control. Then, blam! Rebecca's body drops onto a news van.
oh,
And now we are at the high school cinema club with special guests Sydney and Gail. Gail's there too. Robbie and Charlie are talking about filming the murders in real time because of Robbie's ongoing live webcam. The killers work by the rules of a remake, and of course, Stabathon. They're having Stabathon
Sabathon.
that night. Gail asks for the address to Stabathon. They're like, "Well, we can't do that." She says, "Fuck you." Then her and Sid leave.
I want to find an abandoned barn and I want to have my own Stabathon.
Yeah.
Fill it with
Yes.
hay. Like I want to do that. That whole thing looks so fun.
Yes. That looks like a great old time.
Yeah. That's like getting drunk as a teenager in a field. Like I was like, which is what I did as a teenager. Yeah.
There you go.
We need to follow up with the driving.
Are they going to build us a barn?
Well, I was trying to get them to do the Scream marathon.
Yeah. Follow up with them.
Yeah.
We'll call it Screamathon.
Hey, call it Stabathon.
I mean, yeah.
So Sid has a little one-on-one with Jill about what she's going through, and how she feels. Then Kirby shows up to Stabathon while she's on the phone with Jill. She says her goodbyes and we'll keep it posted. Gail shows up and puts a ghost face mask on to stay incognito.
But the way she like dances
She's
around
like,
is so fucking goofy.
"Hey."
Like, yay! Like the fawns. It's like
I know, it's like,
it's so
Wow.
great. It's like great physical comedy from Courtney.
Yeah, true.
She's so funny.
Hiding cameras and all that good stuff. Robbie and Charlie are about to begin the 3rd annual Stabathon. And then I thought this was funny. It says a Robert Rodriguez film.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, that's great.
After Gail plants a handful of cameras, she goes back to her car and pulls a Dale Cooper vlogging. But one by one, someone sabotaged the picture off her camera. And then Gail calls Dewey and he's like, yo, get the fuck out of here. So the killer's here, basically.
Mhm.
He doesn't believe her at first, but then turns around and heads out that way. To the
Like flips a bitch.
Yep. They're going the Halloween resurrection route here, except for much, much better done. Much
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
done in a much better way. Yes.
Gail goes to check on her cameras. Dewey shows up. He like shows up to her car, is watching the camera on the little screen she's got. And Gail, he sees Gail and she finds another camera. Ghostface comes up behind her and attacks her.
Classic behind you moment.
You know,
Yeah.
Gail tells, so Dewey runs in there and then Gail tells Dewey that she found the camera. Killer's recording the murders.
Well, then you missed a huge Dewey runs into that barn gun out and fires what 2 or 3 shots all willy-nilly in a barn full of teenagers.
Yeah. Full
Like,
of flammable
right.
flammable
Like
hay. It's like, oh.
flammable hay. I don't know. I feel like Dewey in other movies would know better. Like he would have better gun safety awareness than he did in that moment.
Yeah, that was a bit on the much side.
Maybe he was just freaking out because Gail's getting attacked.
She's always getting attacked.
That's true. I'm gonna go put the kiddo to bed, guys. I'll take a little pause here.
Oh, we can pause.
Yeah, we can pause.
We're gonna go back here.
Ooh.
Because Kendra pointed out that I did not put down the rules. You want to give us
the rules.
I can give you the rules. I was kind about it. I wasn't a jerk about pointing it out. To be fair,
I was like, oh no, I did not put the rules. We need the rules.
I'm gonna put number 1 at the bottom for effect.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So here are the rules
Oh.
for a successful horror remake. Death scenes have to be way more extreme. Unexpected is a new cliche. Virgins can die now. New versions are always 2.0, so the latest technology is always involved and integral to the plot, which means the killer may start filming the murders. You have to have an opening sequence. If you want to survive a modern day horror movie, you pretty much have to be gay. And the most important rule of a remake is don't fuck with the original. Cool.
I love it. Those are good rules.
Then we also have a movie cop rule.
Oh my
Hell
god.
yes.
Going into the movie cop rule, it sucks to be cop in a movie unless you're
Kiki
Bruce
suck.
Willis. For the 2 deputies, they were talking about that. They're chilling. One of them goes, they're like, all right, my turn to take the perimeter. He says, I'll be right back. And then he's like, wait, that's not what I'm supposed to say. So he doesn't leave. And then the other one, Haas, takes the perimeter. He sees that one of the windows is open. And I was like, what's Jill's window doing open? Haas goes back to check on Perkins in the car. They both get killed right there by Ghostface. Kill 8 and 9, and that's the stabbing.
Yeah, that's a knife in the head. Oh.
And he gets stabbed in the head, and he says, "Man, fuck Bruce Willis."
Fun on the blooper reel. There's some bloopers of that scene.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Sid is helping her aunt with groceries when they get a phone call from Ghostface, who tells Sid to turn the TV on to channel 6. And it's the news talking about Gail getting attacked. Sid then finds out that Jill is not in her room. She checks the computer.
I'm done.
It's set up to look like Kirby came and picked her up. So Sid and her aunt get attacked by Ghostface. After all that, her aunt dies. Kill number 10.
I like that kill a lot. Yeah, that kill surprised me when I saw this in the theater. I didn't even think about a male slot. Just, yeah, and that it was in her like neck, brain. Ugh. Ugh.
Deputy Hicks shows up. Sid shows her that her aunt's been killed, and she disappears and takes off.
Yeah, she eats the fuck out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then it cuts to Gail and Dewey at the hospital real quick, and then it cuts back to Kirby. Jill, Charlie, and Robbie, they are at Kirby's now. Charlie puts on stats.
Yeah, what a nice house. Damn.
Right? I love Charlie's house or Kirby's house.
Yeah.
Charlie
All living lap of luxury in Woodsboro.
I mean, Woodsboro feels like it's a very rich white suburban community.
I think, maybe that's probably the point.
Yeah.
I've noticed. Yeah. It makes sense.
But the red of the color of her walls are so great.
Mm-hmm.
As Charlie's putting on the movie, he's checking out Kirby's movie stash. There's some classics in here: Suspiria, Don't Look Now.
That's
and
the
then
spirit.
Trevor shows up and says that Jill texted him saying the after party was at Kirby's house. Of course, Jill's like, I didn't text you, and I don't even know where my phone is. How convenient, Jill. Where's your phone?
Yeah, teenage girls always have their phone.
Yeah.
Always.
Dewey gets the lowdown from Hicks. Then he goes back to the team. It comes back to the teams at Kirby's. Robbie is just drinking, goes outside, and meanwhile inside, Charlie and Kirby are kind of hitting it off. Kirby literally tells him to make a move, and so they kiss. Of course, Trevor comes in at this moment.
Trevor.
Again, Trevor.
And Charlie is pissed. So is Kirby. But Charlie storms off. Trevor's like, oof, did I just interrupt something?
I just love Kirby's. Who invited you?
Yeah.
Like, get out of
seriously.
my house. Like, and at that point, I went, like, get out.
Yeah.
I would have
why are you
like
in my
grabbed
house?
him by his jacket and thrown him out of my house.
Mhm.
Robbie is too drunk to operate his camera, and he gets killed.
Yeah, he like has it backwards for a bit, and then he puts fours, and then there's Ghostface stare.
That was a fun jump scare.
Mm-hmm.
Kill number 11. Ghostface then goes after Sydney, who just showed up, and Jill. Sid tells Jill to hide under the bed as she goes out onto the roof. It calls Dewey as she tries to get back in the house, but then Ghostface knocks her off of the roof. And yeah, all units to 329 Whispering Lanes. Kirby shows back up, hides with Sydney. Charlie's knocking on the glass door, and his hands are all bloody. And Sid tells Kirby, if you can't trust him, then don't open the door. So they leave him outside. Ghostface comes up behind him and attacks him, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, look, they taped him to a chair like Steve from the first movie. Ghostface calls Kirby. It's time to play a game. Kirby wins.
Yeah, I was like, Kirby's good at the game, though.
Yeah, Kirby's great.
She goes to untie Charlie, and this is when Charlie stabs her. Consider this making a move.
Ooh,
What do you think about that?
damn,
reveal?
Rory McCulkin.
I love it, actually.
Yeah.
I have
last-
no problems with it.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. A solid reveal.
Yeah, I like that he like made her feel so bad right before he
Yeah.
stabbed. He did it. That whole scene was really well acted. I really liked it.
Yeah, 'cause
Those
it's like,
two,
4 years, you never noticed me. It's like,
right?
ooh,
4 years of class together. Like, sorry, dude, you
some
never made a
incel
move in
stuff
4
there.
years. Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh my gosh, I just had a thought and it went away. Anyway, onward.
Onward.
So it's kind of funny. I can't talk about it because Kevin's here, I
Oh
guess.
no.
Oh,
Something with the 7th one, and how they're like, we're going to take it back to. Well, okay, not really a big spoiler.
I probably
sure.
know this one, so go
I don't
ahead.
know. I don't know, Kevin. I don't know. No, you and I are new friends. I don't know how you feel about spoilers. I would rather not have any. So, I'm just trying to be respectful, but I mean, go.
It involves a chair.
Oh yeah.
It just kind of further proves why this new one's just not good. Because it's like, we're gonna take it back to the original, and it has somebody in a chair. And like, you did that in 4.
Yeah.
So you're not doing anything crazy.
You're not
It was
original for
better-
going back to the
It was
original.
better in this one. Because
Yes.
the reveal.
Yeah.
And because
Yeah.
Wes Craven had his hands on it
Yeah,
too.
it wasn't an empty
It's
nod.
not really a spoiler. It's a chair.
Yeah.
A chair.
Yeah, that's not giving
The
it
chair's a
away.
main character, sir.
The chair
Oh.
is the killer.
The chair did it. The chair did it all.
The chair actually just fucking.
Yep.
It's like the movie Rubber, just with the chair.
Dude,
Oh my God,
Rubber
yes.
is so good.
Hmm.
I loved that movie when I watched it. I was like, this is amazing because it's
Yeah.
that, like we were talking about earlier. I just want to watch trash sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to watch trash.
And Tubi always can deliver on that. Luckily, there's so much stuff on there.
Yeah. Sometimes Shutter TV is where I go. Like if I can't decide on the trash I want to watch, I'll just turn on Shutter TV.
Oh yeah, they got great stuff on
And
there.
they got great stuff on there. But yeah, I like that reveal.
Mhm.
Kirby and Charlie are outside of Dewey, Gale, and Sydney, are my favorite characters in this one. I think they're the best developed. I think they're the best
Mhm.
acted.
Yeah.
Like when we talk about cast. I just think everyone else feels kind of stiff compared to those two. So I
True.
really like that reveal.
That's why I kind of wish that Hayden Panettiere did not play Kirby, but instead she would have played Emma Roberts' character of Jill.
Oh, Jill. Oh, that would have been interesting.
I think that would have been better, but it
she also
worked
doesn't
out.
look like Sydney.
Well,
Like, I think
yeah,
that
but a distant
outside of
cousin, I don't know.
yeah, I mean, pretty, because the moms were sisters. I would say. I mean, they did a good job casting Sydney's aunt. I feel like she looked enough like the actor.
Oh yeah,
actress we got from Maureen. So, but yeah, I think that Hayden would have been a much more interesting Jill.
yes.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Charlie then goes inside, attacks Sid, and another Ghostface shows up, stabs Sid, turns out to be Jill.
Ah.
And you're like, whoa.
Gasp.
Yeah, Charlie admits at this point, Charlie admits that he killed Robbie. Well, okay, what do we think about Jill being the other killer?
I think another unique twist, because we thought that she would have been because they were trying to make it seem that Jill would be the next Sidney Prescott. And
Yeah.
it's interesting is that she's still seen to be that way in her mind, but she's creating her own narrative for it. And I found that unique.
I think it's
because-
sad that she doesn't get to, she's not alive for her 15 minutes of fame. Because, like, the news is talking about her as a hero, but they've already, the hospital scene's already concluded. But I like her as the other killer as an idea. I think it was really well laid out through the movie. I think there are just like the moments in the like house party scene where she's like got Trevor taped up and she's kicking him. I just don't believe that she could inflict any pain. But that's more, you know what I mean? That's more an acting, like a actor thing than it is like how the review is written. But I, as an idea and as written, I do like her as a killer.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Charlie admits that he killed Robbie, Jenny, Marnie, and Olivia. He's got footage of it. He's like, I got footage of it. They also have, Trevor's tied up. Jill's kicking him. That's why. Charlie hands her a gun. He's like, I think the police would want you to have this for your own protection. She shoots Trevor in the dick.
Also, though, hold on.
Yeah,
she gave herself away. Like, if she's trying to, play it off where she's the victim.
Oh, shoot.
Literally no one else has any motive to shoot him in the dick but her. Like, the two people they try to frame, no reason to shoot him in the dick.
Yeah, and that's a
But yeah,
that's a motive thing.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cringe at that every time.
Yeah, I mean, it does look very painful.
Mm-hmm.
Shoots him in the dick. Then they plan. Okay, so the plan: blame everything on Trevor, trace it all back to him, then shoots Trevor in the head. Boom. Kill number 12. Motive.
Kind of like Scream 2.
Yeah.
So they're trying to harken back to all the.
Yeah.
I also think that I am having a really hard time remembering like what stage of social media was at in 2011 because that was a really long time ago.
Facebook and Twitter were the big ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So I think that this movie was a little bit ahead of its time because when Jill, she says, "I don't need friends, I need fans."
Fans.
Like, yeah, fans. The way she says it is really funny.
But now it would have been followers.
It would have been followers.
Mm.
And, you're not, she says, you don't get famous for being good at something anymore. You get famous for having bad shit happen to you. And I think that rings super true then and now more so. I just think this movie had a lot to say about like social media and stuff. It was a little bit ahead of his time, a little early.
I think Wes Craven's always very timely.
He's so good.
He's so good at social commentary. So
yes, he's got his like finger on that pulse, or he did.
Yeah.
Got no pulse now.
No, that's a shoot.
Sorry.
That's a shot in the dick.
That's
That's a shot in the dick. Nice, good one, Kevin.
Oh,
Fame. Charlie and Jill are also a thing.
Kind
wants
of.
to be the next Sydney this, Sydney that. It has never been about killing Sydney. It's about becoming Sydney. She wants to be famous, and then she shoots and kills Charlie. Twist.
I mean, It was kind of into also because Billy's
Yeah.
mom shot Mickey.
Yeah.
Billy's mom was like,
Is-
"Yeah, I don't need the trial." Like,
Yeah. Kill 13, Charlie.
there's a big old body count in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Stabs Sydney, ends up stabbing herself and fucking herself.
Oh,
up.
man.
Like,
Throws
she was
herself through a glass table. I'm like, dang.
Yeah,
dude.
that stunt woman
Funny
deserves a
photo, dude.
raise.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, that table looked painful.
Jesus.
In this,
Cops show up. Yeah, it's bad. Cops show up. We're almost there. Jill and Sydney are passed out next to each other on the floor. It's a little poetic. Jill gets her flash of fame as she's wheeled out on a stretcher. All the reporters are like, "Oh, Jill was a,
You're a hero.
what's it feel like to be a hero?"
Blah, blah, blah. And yep. Then it cuts to her talking to Dewey at the hospital. Blames everything on Trevor and Charlie, saying that they were the killers. Then she asks about Gail and mentions their matching wounds.
Yeah,
Oh.
Sydney might also survive. She's in the ICU. And Jill's like, "Oh shit." Dewey leaves and Jill busts out, sneaks over to Sydney's room. Meanwhile, Dewey goes to talk to Gail and mentions that Jill talked about their matching wounds, and that is when they both are like, "Wait a minute."
Mm-hmm.
Dewey then runs to Sid's room where Jill attacks her again. They fight
Yeah,
for a
with
while. Dill.
Dill. Whew.
Dewey shows up. Jill hides, whacks him with a piss pan like 6 times. Six.
Sick.
Shot him.
I hit him
Whack
with a pan
6
6
times.
times.
I shot him 6 times. Whacked him 6 times with the piss pan. Gail then shows up. But Jill has Dewey's gun. Judy runs in and tackles Gail out of the way of being shot. Now
Like
they're at-
over the bed too, not like tackled to the floor. They like flipped over that bed together.
They're at standoff. Jill shoots Judy. Tells Gail to get up, bitch. And Sid sneaks up and boom, cleared, defibrillates her ass.
I love that.
Then the first rule of remakes: don't fuck with the original. Of course, she
Mhm.
gets back up. Sydney shoots her in the head, and Judy is also alive. Bulletproof vest.
Wear the
Jill's
vest,
dead.
save your chest.
Nah.
Jill's dead. The news reporter thinks that she's the survivor. They're all like, "Oh, hero, Jill, whatever."
Yeah,
Jill Roberts.
I really like that shot where like you're hearing all of that news and it's just like the kind of similar to the Psycho shot where you're just pulling out from her dead face.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like she's not even alive to enjoy her 15 minutes of fame before
But
she
she'll
gets
still
labeled
get
a
the
killer.
fame as the killer now. So it's
Yeah,
like she
she'll be
kinda got what she
infamous at
wanted
that
the end.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but you have to sacrifice yourself
Yep.
to do it.
Yeah.
And that's the end.
My only
Mhm.
friend.
Scenes that stick out.
Yeah. So I
Mhm.
mean, I think the openings, obviously the cold open, the movie within a movie within a movie is a cool idea. And then I would think the entirety of that first chase scene with the cops getting killed and through the house, that's probably one of the most viscerally brutal scenes of any Scream movie. It is so I would say in your face, like literally. But
Yeah.
I think that's the one I was just like, damn, there's a lot of blood. Like the girl getting gutted and the cops getting killed is just, yeah, it's a lot there. That's my scenes. Mhm.
Mine. I had the cinema club scene. I just think it's so fun.
Oh
I
yeah,
really like when Dewey and Gail fight in his office, and then she says that the lemon bars taste like ass.
yes.
I think that's so funny.
Yes.
Kirby's trivia scene where she gets all of them right is
Oh, yeah.
it's probably my favorite non-kill scene, I guess. And then Olivia's death. I love it. So
Oh yep.
fucking gross. And there was like one. Also, I just want to say that having worked on roofs now, Sydney would have fallen off that roof the minute she stepped out that window with those shoes.
Yeah,
There's no
especially that
running.
slanted angle. It's like, dang.
Yeah, there's no running on that roof for her. I also like the reveals. I want to give in this movie the 2 reveal scenes. I think they're really good.
Absolutely. No,
What about you?
I like our antagonists as well. And I mean, Emma Roberts as Jill did fine, but yeah, this Hayden Panettiere would have been so great in that because she steals. I think she steals most of the scenes she's in this.
Yeah, and I think
Just
that
has such a
her
cool,
and
fiery personality.
yeah, her and Nev play off of each other really well too. In the
Yep.
few scenes they get to share, I think like this one where they're hiding together, I think it's great.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
I agree.
Yeah, I like the reveal. The reveal is good in this one. I like the cold open. It's like seeing it the first time. I was like, "Wow, this is so that was
Yeah.
fun."
Mm-hmm.
I do like that they have a cinema club because film club.
Yeah.
They're jealous about the Stabathon, and I want my own Stabathon.
We'll make it
Make a
happen.
Stabathon.
We'll do
Let's-
it. We'll figure it
Don't
out.
you have a
Find some- we can
you have a
find-
shed out back, right? Let's fit
we
everyone
should
in
do
there.
it outside.
Do
Yeah.
Stabathon outside. Yeah.
We just do it outside.
We'll make it happen for you. For
We'll just
us.
do it this October outside.
Oh, there you
I
go.
really want you to do a summer Jaws movie night where we all sit in inflatable
Ooh.
pools filled with water and
Yeah.
watch Jaws outside. Because we don't have any lakes around here we can go to.
Yes, and then we can watch all the Jaws ripoffs too, like Piranha and stuff like
Yes.
that.
Performances from actors that stick out.
I mean, on my end, I think Hayden Panettiere's it was my favorite. I mean, but then you've got like obviously Nev Campbell, and I
like
just these who
the Culkins.
All those
McCulkins. I like McCulkins too, and Rory. I liked him in Lords of Chaos, the movie about black metal. So it was cool to see him in this too. I know some people do not like that movie, but it sucks to be them, I guess.
That one, actually.
I haven't seen it yet either.
I
It's
like
been on
it
my watch
because
list.
black metal is kind of my big old thing, and it's based on a book that I read back in the day, and I loved it. And I thought they did a good job in the movie. Yes, they overdid some stuff. There's some stuff was really weird, but it's good. Recommend it. But Rory McCulkin, I like all the McCulkins, all Culkin it up.
Nice. Yeah, for me, outside of Nev, Courtney, and David, who are always great,
Oh yeah,
my favorite were Hayden and Rory. I think, like I said, they were the best of the new cast that came in.
mm-hmm.
They really just stole every scene they were in, and compared to them, everyone else felt really like stiff and kind of like made for TV movie.
My cat just knocked down a bunch of my CDs.
I was thinking of Kieran Culkin earlier.
Oh yeah, from Succession.
Oh, love that show. Damn it, Kiki, what did you do?
Yeah, he just won an Oscar.
That was for a film that he did on with what was it called? Everything's Fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he won several awards for his role in Succession.
Because that show is perfect.
That show was perfect.
That's the movie.
Yeah.
Shelby
It's
and I
so good
just
in that.
binged the hell out of it when it was out.
Yeah, dude, I would Succession has one of my favorite episode titles ever, and it's the shit show at the fuck factory.
Yep.
I frequently work that into my book. If somebody's like, "What's going on here? Like, what's wrong?" I'll be like, "This is just a shit show at the fuck factory. Like, just get me out of here."
Love it.
Yeah, you should watch that show, Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
Effects.
Yeah, all good practical effects. I mean, especially the Olivia scene with just being gutted, and just that's probably one of the most brutal kills in the franchise, I would say, just because it's almost Terrifier level, like blood and gore. I mean, it's like a little bit, but not to that
He
extent.
like throws her around that room too.
Oh yeah,
Like, not only does he gut, he like, just.
And if
like
that
a
was
ragdoll.
if that was Jill killing her, maybe Jill had some like hatred or something towards her, because in the beginning when she's getting in the car, you can tell that she's annoyed with her, and like you could tell that in the friend group that Olivia, the girl that gets killed in that, like she's not seeing, I don't know, like Jill doesn't
Yeah.
vibe with her as much. So
when
it's like
girls are friends, it can't be in odd numbers.
Mhm.
3 is dangerous because like someone's always left out. So it's got to be like 4s. But it couldn't have been Jill because wasn't she across the street in her room? Like they were
Oh, right.
watching from the, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Charlie killed Olivia.
Yeah.
Right.
Killed.
That makes sense.
He admitted to.
Oh, yeah. He even said who he killed because he killed Olivia. Yeah, that makes. Never mind
Yeah.
then. That whole thing. I mean, either way, though, she allowed to happen.
Marnie, Jenny, Olivia, and Robbie.
Yeah.
So did Jill kill her own mother?
Yep. That's what she says.
Wow. Yeah.
She says, "Well, it's about
Even
my
my
mother,
own
but
mother had to die. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow. Savage.
damn."
Overall feeling about it, I think it's like there was, like I said, there was a handful of times where I used to really like this one, and then I watched it a few times, and I liked it less and less. But on this time around, especially with 7 of them out now,
Yeah.
this is definitely what's in the middle for me. It's good. I like it, but
Yeah.
it ain't the first 3.
No, it's not solid. I think it's still a solid film, and it's Wes Craven's swan song. So maybe I give it a little bit more like of,
I mean, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, Kevin. I did not mean to
No, I
interrupt
was
you.
gonna say like even though yes, the original 3 are excellent, I'd put 4 alongside 3 as being really darn good. Then it's when we get to 5 and definitely 6 is like going downwards. But I really enjoy 4. I think it's yes, there's a few odd things about some character changes we could have made, but overall, I enjoyed it a lot. I gave it a
Yeah,
solid 4 out of 5 on my
4 out of 5?
letterbox.
The character issues I had watching it this time through have not changed how I feel about it. I still think it's a solid entry in the franchise. I think it sits, like in my ranking, it still sits at 4. And I think that overall my feelings didn't change, but because I really like the commentary about social media and fame and all of that. I really think that Kevin did a really good job with that. I think that good job, Kevin. I love Sydney's, like the point where Sydney's at in her journey in this one, where she's not only accepted her past, but has like definitely done a lot of work to move forward and out of darkness.
Oh.
And she's still very like vulnerable, and you can still see the lingering like trauma and scars, which I really like that balance. So yeah, I think 3.5, maybe 4 out of 5 is where I would put it.
I have it at 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sweet. I mean, yeah, we got the total kills to 13. Gosh, the movies referenced, we had a lot. Saw 4, Shaun of the Dead, and Bruce Willis in general, I guess. But, Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Gunnar Hansen. I'm glad that she got that question right. Suspiria, Don't Look Now, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, Peeping Tom. Now that I'm glad we covered that because I really like that film.
That's
Dawn
a
of the
great
Dead,
film.
Last House on the Left, Friday the 13th, My Bloody Valentine, Piranha, Black Christmas, The Hills Have Eyes, Amityville Horror, Nightmare on Elm Street, Prom. We've seen so many of these, Dustin. I think we've seen almost every one of these.
I've seen every one of these.
It was this is when she was like listing off so many
remakes and stuff. Oh, the Amityville Horror with Ryan Reynolds. Ugh, so bad.
I've seen both When a Stranger Calls. So fun.
I've seen the remake and I just got the original.
Fun little tidbit about that movie. I once asked my mom what the scariest movie she ever saw was, like ever. And she told me it was When a Stranger Calls. And then like I saw it and I was like, Mom, this isn't scary. And she's like, oh, I didn't tell you this part. I watched it while I was babysitting. And I was like, oh, good job. What the fuck? Now I was like, oh, now I get it.
Now it makes sense.
Things, yeah, it's like you got to be in the right setting. Like I still haven't watched the original. I want to. I remember seeing the remake when it came out in theaters because I was back then. I think I was in middle school just to watch every movie. But it was like when I watched Black Christmas for the first time. It was so Addie. Well, she hasn't done it in a while, but she used to like still go and stay the night at her parents' house Christmas Eve.
Oh, for Christmas morning.
Yeah, for Christmas morning, and this was years ago. She did that, and I watched Black Christmas Home Alone.
Original or the
original?
Okay, good. Yeah.
For the first time, Home Alone Christmas Eve, and it scared me a little bit. I was a little spooked. I was like, "Whoa, shit!"
When
When was the last time I actually got spooked by a movie?
The Strangers did that to me, so I watched.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I watched for whatever reason. I watch weird movies at weird times. I moved into the house I'm in now, and the first night I was home, I didn't have like internet or anything, so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna just pull a movie out of this box of Blu-rays and I'll just watch a movie." And I put it in because I'd seen it without even, thinking, because I love The Strangers, and it really solidified that I was like, "Oh, I live alone now."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it
Yep.
scared me.
Absolutely would.
The
Well,
soundtrack.
gosh, we've got quite a soundtrack and score. I had a
don't
chance
know
to
what-
listen to a bit of the. Yeah, I
The
don't know any
soundtrack
of
made
these
me feel
bands.
old. Like the new
Yeah,
soundtrack, and I was like, I don't know any of these people.
No.
nope. Yeah, I didn't know any of these bands. So we and this on the soundtrack it had Something to Die For by the Sounds, Bad Karma by Ida Maria, A Cup of Coffee by the Nova Kings,
yeah,
Make My
that-
Body,
No, that's the
Chain
closing
Gang.
credit song.
Yep, 1974. Marco Beltrami is his own original songs like Don't Mess with the Original and
Yeah.
Jill's America. The Sounds, Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. Not Yeah, Yeah, but Yeah, Yeah, Yeah. Not to be confused with
Not to be
that.
confused with the yeah, yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Nope. Or nope, nope, nope. Run for Your Life, 6 Day Riot, Axel F. Rainy Shockney, On Fire by Loxley, Devils Say Hi, and Denial Stereo Black. And for the score, yeah, Marco Beltrami, a lot of the, you know, just kind of like a revamp, like especially when we do that, when we cuts to that high school, that's that same track from the original that I always like. It's got like that boom,
Oh yeah,
boom.
Sydney's Lament's on there. I think he
Yeah.
revamped Sydney's Lament for this one too.
Yes.
But
So-
notable absence is Red Right Hand.
Yeah.
It's the only one that doesn't have it. They didn't get the
Maybe-
licensing.
It must have been something like that because they would have put it in there if they could.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I remember noticing
Do what?
I remember noticing it when I did finally, and I was like, what? And I went down a rabbit hole, and they just didn't get the licensing for it. There was like that was the issue.
Hmm.
I also read about
Interesting.
it in a book that Nick Cave did. So
Oh, there you go.
because like I'm obsessed with Nick Cave and his music.
Understood on that.
I
We got
appreciate
our
it.
actors and crew here. Yeah, quite a stacked cast. I almost forgot about some of these people. So starts off with Lucy Hale as Sherry and Shanae Grimes Beach as Trudy in the first part. Then Annie Pequin and Kristen Bell as Rachel and Chloe. You've got Amy Teagarden as Jenny Randall, Nev Campbell as Sydney Prescott, Allison Brie as Rebecca Walters, David Arquette as Julie Riley, Courtney Cox as Gail Weathers Riley at the time. Hayden Panettiere as Kirby Reed, Evan Roberts, Jill Roberts, Rory Culkin as Charlie Walker, Anthony Anderson as Deputy Perkins, Dane Farwell as Ghostface with Roger Jackson as the voice, as always. Written and directed. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Whoopsies. Written by Kelvin Williamson. That's the new one. Oh, nope.
Yeah.
Oopsies. Yeah, written by Kevin Williamson. Yes. Peter Deming was the cinematographer. He did the cinematography on the last 3 films. So there you go. I like
He's
that they have
good.
an
I
original.
like his cinematography.
hmm Peter McNulty is the editor. He's a new editor for this one. The other 3 had a different editor. I have to check on our notes again. We had for makeup effects Ellen Arden, Tara Day, Kim Green, Peter Rob King, and Gary Tunnicliffe as makeup effects. Robert and Ron Bolanowski as special effects. And then Michael Atkinson, John Cowley, and Prime Focus Incorporated for visual effects. The director is obviously Wes Craven, R.I.P. This is his final film.
Yeah. Thank you, Wes, for
you, Wes.
everything you
Yes.
gave us, taught us, and showed us.
Indeed. Well, it was released April 15th, 2011 in the US of A. Alternate name was Scriform, or just
Whoa,
Scream
look
with a 4 as an A.
Wait a minute. Am I mathing correctly? We 15 years since this came out. So
Yes.
this was 15 years since the original Woodsboro murders.
Yeah.
So interesting.
30
I don't know.
years and
Well, no, how it's 15 years now from when it's the same time.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's another Inception.
Coming up
Twice.
on 15th anniversary of this movie, and I feel old.
There you go.
Oh, man.
In the US of A, alternate names for the movie. How do you pronounce that?
Scriform.
Screamform.
It sounds like a streaming service.
Screamform.
Screeform.
Join us now on Screamform.
Not bad on budget. They had a $40 million budget. Ooh. Well, I guess with all the big stars they had to, and
Yeah.
97.2 million box office, so not bad returns.
I wouldn't be
Rotten Tomatoes-
surprised if that cold open cost them like a third of their budget.
Yeah, I guess a good point because that was a lot of big names in the time. Yeah, so the Rotten Tomatoes score, interesting, 61% audience, or no, critics, and 57% audience. So it's not the lowest of the Scream, especially recently, but it's kind of like one of the mid ones. It is rated higher than 3, though.
That's
I found
crazy.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, people didn't really like 3. I
don't
understand it, but
like
like
3 either.
3 gets a lot of hate.
Dude, I love 3.
3's also the first one you saw.
Yeah. But it's great though.
It is great.
Good. Fucking Creed in it. Oh, man. I watch this movie. Is it on Paramount Plus? I don't know.
It is.
It
I just
is.
watched it. I watched the Blu-ray of it
All
the
of them are
other
there,
night,
yeah.
but I streamed it today because I didn't want to pull the Blu-ray back out. But it is.
I don't have this on VHS, but I have the Blu-ray DVD combo
Did they release it on VHS?
now.
I think so.
I did see at Pop Culture a long time ago. Somebody did a custom VHS of 4, 5, and 6. I never picked them up though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was like,
I don't like that.
I like custom VHS are cool, but I'd rather have it if it was like in a retro.
I guess to me that just feels like what I did as a kid when I recorded stuff off a TV onto a VHS and called it a custom.
That's basically all it is. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you just made a box.
You made record. You hit record.
Mhm.
Rating system.
Mm.
Kill it, watch it, buy it.
Buy it.
Yeah.
I think with any of the Screams, I don't know. I think when it comes to these franchises, I'm one of those, and you obviously, Dustin, are a collector. I think if I got one, I'd like to get all of them, even the bad ones.
Are you a completionist?
Yes. I'm one of those, like, if, I don't know, I'm looking at my
I'm
wall
gonna
right now. If
I'm gonna
I
buy 7. No.
Yeah, if I buy like a series, like let's say a manga series, I'm gonna buy all of them. If I buy a book series and I like it, I'm gonna buy all of them.
Yeah.
I'd never, just leave it there. And the few movies I do have, like I just found it in one of my boxes. I have the entire James Bond collection, all of them. Yes, there's some really bad James Bond films, but
I just gave mine away
oh,
Dang.
damn.
to my cousin.
Dang.
It felt great.
Well, there you go. Well, yeah, but yeah, buy this.
Yeah.
It's worth the watch. It is a solid film, and I really enjoy it.
I just need to say, I used to be a completionist, and for most things I am, but like, hot take, the big horror franchise that I don't care to own all of is Halloween. Like, there's some of them I would never watch. So I'm just like, I don't need them.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Or, later, sorry.
Oh,
No, I know what's next. Why am I looking? That's going to be it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a 5-star review wherever you listen to your podcast.
Yep. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. I don't know why I'm doing this voice.
I like it.
You can also follow us on Letterboxd, where we put up all of our movies we discuss. Obviously, we both cover a lot of movies, so you can message us at any time. What is your letterbox there, Dustin?
It is. I have to do a little voice too. My letterbox is Dustin at HFMM Pod.
Mine is Kevin H of MM Pod. We cover all of our films there. You should check us out, but also email us at hfmmpodcast@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. I don't know. This is my new like radio talk show host voice. Trying it out.
I'm here for it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I just can't not laugh. Sorry.
Yeah, but what are we covering next there, Dustin? I assume I know, but
Yeah, the next one, Scream 5. Scream
Oh.
5. Our next, we're gonna run on through the next 2 movies of this franchise over the next 2 episodes. So, yep, next one is Scream, 5. And then Scream 6 after that. And then that's going to be it for the Scream franchise. Unless if 7's out physically / streaming, maybe then we could do it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Or
we'll see
at
what we
least
can
if
do.
Kevin sees it.
Yeah.
I'll probably be able to see it by then. I would say I'll be able
We
to
also
see it by
just do a reaction to it instead of like covering it, like
Yeah, it
in
doesn't have to
detail. It
be
could just be like, hey, these were our thoughts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's fight about it.
Yeah,
Maybe
I would. I think by then I would know. So
Cool.
And
Word.
after that, if not, I think we did the next vinyl edition. We could do the vinyl edition.
mhm.
Or wait, doesn't matter. The next vinyl edition is going to be Freddy versus Jason.
Yes.
The soundtrack, not the
Soundtrack,
score.
Yes.
Which
and
I'm looking
So-
forward to because I am not a metal music like listener all the time. So it's gonna
There's a
be
n-
there's some stuff.
there's some stuff on there.
We were listening
Yeah.
to it yesterday.
Looking forward to that.
Beyond the Scream franchise, we may finally start the year 2010,
mhm. We should.
which there's one that you would probably want to join us on.
Only if you want me.
It's the original versus remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
if you guys don't
Holy-
mind.
and then you're like, oh well.
Well, I mean, honestly, if you want me to, I absolutely will. I am happy to talk about both of those movies, oddly enough.
Mhm.
Until then, stay spooky.
Until then, what's your favorite scary movie?
Until then, don't fucking stop
Fuck with
making
the-
Scream movies. damn
Don't
it.
fuck with the original
Don't fuck
until
with the
then.
original. Knock it off.
Stop it.
Stop.